T-Man 978 Shill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. If you're watching this video, thank you so much. I am several days behind other people because I just wasn't feeling well if you saw my unboxing for this guy and several other figures that I put up the other day. Having said all that, this is Fans Toys FT-48 Jive, aka Transformers Masterpiece equivalent Jazz. G1 Jazz to be specific. Super duper cartoon accurate version of them. In your packaging, you should have an instruction manual, a collector's card with a bio on the back and stats, two of these speaker-like things. One should bend this way, and one should bend this way. Two extra faces, one with a snarky smirk, one more shocked-looking face, this rocket launcher, and this grappling hook. Oh yeah, and also he's already holding this gun in his hand. If you don't have all those items, then yeah, you're gonna have to contact Fans Toys, and he should come default with a face that's not smiling, just neutral. If you feel as though I didn't cover things in great detail, or you want to see somebody else's advice or whatever, here is their official manual. They have their own YouTube page. I'm also going to suggest my friends Peak for Life, that's a channel, and TM Reviews. I might have links to their reviews in the description. Don't worry about me not showing a lot of this up close. I'm going to do that later. Mileage will definitely vary, but here are some things that you are definitely going to have to do when you get them out of the package. His arms are not like, or shoulders aren't latched into place like they should be. The best way to do that is to lift this up, kind of rotate these out of the way. And now we have access to these bars right here. They need to be pushed forward. And actually, the arm can come down and out the way, but you need to push that forward. And then we can get this back around under there and lift that up so that we can peg that into place and make sure the other peg up here is in place. We can put the, oh wait, I need to do it on that side. I also did this in real time in my unboxing video where I was just doing everything out of packaging that needed to happen. The arm was rotated backwards for whatever reason. Lord knows why they do that. Maybe this might not be pushed up tight to connect this part to the upper chest, and maybe these won't be hooked in. If they aren't, it's just on the hinge right here. It latches into this open cavity right there, as you see. Mine were already connected, so I'm not going to go into all that. Accessories, he has this gray gun right here. Well, this gun is painted gray with some sparkle in there to make it look a little bit more metallic. When you zoom in on a lot of things on his body, you will see that type of paint. This even has that metallic effect in there, but you get this grappling hook. This is actually removable. Why? Because this string is actually stretched as far as it can go unless I take that off and put it through here and pull the opposite direction. But I'm just gonna do that a couple times. I honestly have not messed with this, but now it's longer and we can go ahead and attach the grappling hook back on here. The gun pegs in just like Mirage, where the peg is on the butt right there and it goes into the bottom of the hand right here. I'm noticing that my gun is kind of split. I don't know if anybody else's gun is like that. The rest of it looks okay, so it's not bothering me too much. You can shut the hand, straighten up the arm, open up this panel right here, push the hand in, shut the panel, And now there are two bigger ports at the top and two smaller at the bottom. So we can do that like this. And now, just like in that one scene, that one time on the one episode in the More Than Meets the Eye trilogy, I believe, he has the grappling hook which he used to grab one of the Autobots out of the river. Before I keep going on, his shoulders. This might be some other thing you have to fix. It's on a double hinge, so it lifts up like that for transformation. You can leave it like this, to be honest, because it kind of wants to stay like that. And it's bringing it down might be good for the proportions, but it feels like more of a chore. Like, that's okay to me, and that's what they honestly drew on the packaging. But you could like rock it down on that double hinge, and now it's lower. But I'm gonna be honest with you, do it like this, and it's just gonna be back up. So you could either leave it up or drive yourself crazy keeping it down like this. And his speakers, you want to put them on with the ball joint being able to bend this way, look outward. Jazz was set up to be like the anti-sound wave when the show first started, like having way more personality. You clip them on to these little square pieces right here, or rectangular. So Jazz, especially with the name, it will be easier if I turned it this way. With the name Jazz, he was like the music guy for the Autobots. Oh, there you are, that. He could use his sound to blast back Decepticons and just make things crazy for everybody. But there you are with that. I think he could even do something where he had him pop up out of his waist. But these are nicely painted and nicely detailed, and I like them. Next we have this rocket launcher that is definitely G1 toy inspired, not cartoon inspired at all, because he didn't have a shoulder cannon, and if he did, it would not be this long. The G1 toy had a ridiculously long rocket launcher like this. Before we put that on, that's a toy accurate detail, so I'm going to rotate these out, lift it up like this, bring it out. Now that these doors are on a double hinge right here at the base, so make sure it's fully extended or it won't come out. And there is a peg hole right here. Once you get that out, we can clip that in to the back of the door to keep the door out. Same thing over here. La-di-doo. Push it in, and we can bring the back down. And now the backpack looks like this. I'll show the back again with the doors back in later. But here we are. If you want a super duper toy accurate version of Jazz, there you are. And this is actually ratcheted, so it can go up and down. Of course, all that in reverse. Pull, get this loose out of there, start shutting it while bringing it down, and bend it, and make sure that this hinge is still outward so that these doors can both like sit next to each other perfectly. I've never had these tabs in this well, but you get the picture. Yeah, if you don't have both hinges, the doors won't be able to line up like that. And now we can shut it like this. And here's what he's working with as far as a backpack. As you can see, his body is completely filled in, and the backpack is separate. So he has a whole cohesive body, unlike the Make Toys, which I was just now looking at before this. But let's give him a good look around. All the jazzy details. One of my favorite things about this, more than anything else, is the feet. None of the other Jazzes have feet that look this perfect, this spot on. I like that. I like the transparent plastic right there for the lights. The face is great, super cartoon accurate, nice paint. He has that neck under there. Well, it's mostly just plain plastic. It's not even really shaped like a neck. Another figure I just messed with was kind of like that as well. So there's that. Nice. He looks really, really good. To change out this wonderful face, it's actually on a hinge right there. So you can bring this out and actually pull the face down. It's on a peg. You could I'm lifting the neck up so I can grab into this divot. I can pull that off. Grab one of the other faces, pour it in, and shut it down. And now here's his like talking, slightly concerned face right there. Yeah, it's not like yelling or anything, it's just like he's having conversation. And here's the face I'll probably always have on him, because Jazz was a cool, chill guy, always cracking a joke or whatnot, or saying something funny or witty. So there you are. Slight side smile, or maybe he's saying something snarky. Posability, really great. The head can look up a ton. I love it. Can't really look down unless you break the transformation. And now it can look down, and he can do, like, depending on the angle you have it, he can like slightly look like that, or it actually can rock back on this because this is on a double hinge. Well, yeah, if you're posing him around, you'll know what to do. You got a lot of options. His neck is like crazy. It just doesn't rock to the side. It should have been on the ball joint at the top, I guess. The shoulder joints. They rotate. They were this was obnoxiously tight, causing the whole body to separate, even with this attached in there, which is very loose and not a really great connection. But I watched him review, unscrew, or loosen that screw underneath his armpit, which is a very tiny Phillips. You get bicep swivel, and the elbow bends that much. The wrist rotates, and the bottom 3 fingers open up like that, and the index finger moves out separate. You know how they like to do. It actually has a dedicated ab crunch. Can crunch that much, and it's like really stiff, but it locks in right here. Now this kicks up that much, kicks back that much, but you can move this butt flap. You can move back all the way, go all the way out to the side. And if you want, like, you can already bend that much. If you want to like make him look like he's kicking up even more than this, you could detach his butt right here and rock his crotch forward to give him an even higher kick. From certain angles, you wouldn't notice that he's all separated down here. But you might have noticed it is ratcheted forward and back, out to the side, friction. These thighs, I believe, are made out of die cast. You do get a thigh swivel, it's completely unhindered, and you get this knee bend right here. And I'm just remembering another piece of transformation that you have to do out of package. The knee like locks. The knee will probably be like this. You have to basically grab here and force the knee forward until it locks. Now down here, you get, if this is locked into place, you get ankle pivot, and this moves with it. But you could honestly detach that and get it to bend even more. And the toe actually rocks forward when you detach it and rocks back when you detach it. So I've definitely been using this, and this has been a really stiff joint. So keeping it latched down there is really optional. Like, he can actually stand on that toe if you want. So he is very crazy posable. And yeah, I would go through a pose parade, but I don't feel like that. For the slow people in the crowd, these are water slide stickers right here that I got from Show Z when I ordered from Show Z. And before I keep going, I got this from Toy Dojo. I'll probably have something in the beginning of this video. End of the day, the thing feels solid. It feels nice in the robot mode. It has great articulation. The thing stopping it from being God tier is no like type of butterfly action at all. If this was Takari told me, they would definitely put butterfly action, and it probably would have more elbow bend than it does. And I know they would make sure that the neck could tilt left and right to give him some sass. But aesthetically and feel wise, it feels great. It feels like something you would think was official. Here he is next to Fans Toys' previous Carbot, Phantasm, aka Mirage. And Takari told me Skywarp right here. And now that I'm holding Skywarp, like, this actually feels substantial. It feels like almost like just as heavy as if he was the same size as him, they'd be like probably the same weight. I never even thought about it. It just feels heavy. Here is the Make Toys one. I'll briefly say this. After messing with this and then touching this, because I didn't even touch this until right before this review again, this feels more toy-y compared to that. It feels more like a Generations figure with some die cast in there, and the face is more stylized, and you see it's a little bit shorter. But the Make Toys one is definitely still a good robot. I think I like the way the backpack looks, but if you want to see a more detailed comparison, TM Reviews put up one. Check his channel out. Well, he'll probably show all the accessories and all that other stuff besides the transformation. Ultimately, yes, I like this one more. And now for the moment I couldn't wait for, the transformation. I'm lying. There are so many steps. It's easy to know what to do, just doing it for some of the steps is difficult. But I'm going to start with the feet. Detach this clip right there, fold it up into the toe. All right. And now I'm going to start on this leg. I'm going to pick at that and lift it kind of just in that position right there. Now we can move this out the way because it's going to be in the way. And now we need to like separate the leg right here and unpeg the front of the shins right here. So pull at that and pull at this right here to get that up. And now here is the difficult part. Rotating this around in such a way where it doesn't look a mess, which honestly I have not been successful at. I think I finally just now figured out how to do this. I'm going to rotate it this way. Then when I get here, I'm bending it, and then I can loop that around. Thank goodness. Now we can fold that up right here. And back here, we can move this and rotate this tire up this way, and it pegs into two places on the other side of it. We can rotate this around until, well, wait, before we rotate that around, straighten this up. Now we can rotate this around and clip this all together right there. Now back here, we can push the foot inside of here. We need to move that out the way, but push the foot in And right here is the leg filler panel. We need to shut that in there. You can also go ahead and move this away from there right there. This is where his knee is. It does wiggle a bit. You can go ahead and, before we shut this, we need this to be down and connect on top of the foot, because this needs to be pegged inside of here. Now we can shut this while bringing this part behind there. Whew. And we can push this down like that. And pretty much one leg is done. Well, not all the way done, but the lower part. Let's try all that over here. I'm moving this away from that area. I'm lifting that up and bringing this up like this. Now I am bending the knee so I can grab at that and open this up right here to get this stuff out of here. And what I did was rotate to about here. Then I bent it on the little ball joint. That's what it's rotating on. Bend it forward, and now I was able to ease that around without it getting in the way. And we can close it like that. Over here, we can get that out the way and move this wheel around, and those are the two pegs that I was talking about. That this needs to come around and push inside of the two ports on the other side. You can shut this, rotate this, and close that. Now we can put the foot in and try to force this down. What will make that stop is this. Bring this down to the point where we can click it over top of the little peg that was on the foot and bring this in and port it right there. We can actually shut this now, but okay, now I'm going to push this in and bring this behind there, and it plugs in. Can't see it plug in, but it plugs in. Now the knee already bent itself, but if it didn't, push here and bend it like that. I'm gonna go ahead and lift that out the way, get this door up, get the door out that way, door up, door out that way, kind of bring it out, and we can flip out this window and this side view mirror. Lift that up and side view mirror. And I'm gonna go ahead and slide. Let me try to zoom in. Push this part into the door. It's kind of hard to actually show this, but I'm pushing it with my finger because it is separate on this pin right there. It's like on a little post. Do that same thing on both sides. I'm doing that to keep that out of the way, because now we need to open up the butt panels, unclip this one that's definitely pegged into the center of his butt, and we can elongate his crotch, or whatever you want to call it. So now we need to lift this knee up and bring this down this way, and basically shove it up until things condense and close like that. Make sure these stay up and out the way. But same thing, you need to bend this part of the knee backward while lifting this up. Make sure that this stays down, and we can force things up. I love how I did it easy on that one side, but now it's all the way in there. You can go ahead and shut this. Holy moly, are we? I don't know how much of this footage I'm gonna cut, but I'm already at the 9-minute mark from what I can see. And now we can recreate that scene where his legs were stuck half transformed like this on a cartoon. So now on the backpack, these are supposed to be clipped in there. They came loose. Rotate this and rotate it at an angle so it can look like that. Untab from the roof, rotate it, and spin it around until it's in a position like this. We can lift that back up. This actually holds these two things together, but it got kind of loose. I'm going to let that dangle around for a bit. And now we can lift the head up. So on this double hinge, this middle hinge needs to go down like that, and the head needs to be facing his chest like this. Now we can go ahead and detach this right here. Slide the chest out. And at this point, I'm gonna shut this and shut that. But we can separate the chest right here. After we separate the chest, these metal bars right here are on a slider. They're all the way in the front. It needs to slide forward and slide forward. I don't know how, but people are sliding the chest completely off. But once you slide it forward, we have more access to this area down here. We need to open this ab crunch up as far as you can. Shut this down in there. And then it can shut up underneath, but make sure that it's underneath of this part, like I have it. And now we can, I always forget which direction this goes. Oh, I guess it's that direction. We can do that like that. And now we can go ahead and close this together. Come on. This part where I put the Autobot logo, it actually needs to come up. If you didn't do it ahead of time, don't worry, you can reach it, but it needs to be up for one specific reason. And that specific reason is so that we can get this up underneath of there. But we need to push. Make sure the ab crunch is shut. Push this bar back. And then we can get that up under here. And we need to get these little tabs are here up underneath of this. And yeah, there we go. There we go. We get that under there, and we can squeeze these windows back onto that. And we can straighten this up until it's like basically into this position. Don't worry about it too much, because things are going to be coming up left and right. Now we can actually shut that and shut this head. The doors. The doors are on a double hinge that I was mentioning before earlier. We need to actually kind of bring it in and tab it and right here. Bring it in. Have it in right there. We need to shove this down, which has been working for me so easy before I started filming. But anyway, pinch everything into place, and this needs to pinch onto there. So now that's shut. Everything might come loose, so we're gonna have to do a whole pass around anyway. But now we can detach the arms from here and push this grabber piece down. The hands, we can open that up. It transformed itself, as you just saw. Make sure the arms are straight out when you're doing this. But open that panel on the back of the arm, shove that in, shove that in. With things kind of in this orientation, you lift this arm up, bend it this way, or make sure that the elbow can bend out that way, basically. And this one needs to do the opposite. So let's see if I can actually get this to work smoothly. The legs and this part are the super duper tough part. Among anything else you saw me do that was tough for me. Lift that up. You can rotate. And then we gotta bring things back. And I want to mention this, for whatever reason, this can fold out, but there's no reason for it to do that. Now we need to shove this up here, making that peg go into a hole that's inside of here. Lift that up there, and now there's a peg right there that goes into a hole right here. This shoulder, I did not push that back. Now I did. And now we can force that up under there. Same deal with this. Rotate this around. This shoulder, I'm going to extend up. And now bring this up again. And this peg right here goes into a little port right there. So shove this up first, which sometimes feels easier said than done. And then we can port this arm into its space. So sheesh. So everything in its spot. We can give everything a pinch all over. And yay. Here is Jive in its vehicle mode, which looks very G1 cartoon and toy accurate. It looks like the vehicle it's supposed to look like. And yeah, it's fully painted basically. Beautiful, has lights back there, exhaust. No license plate, but some company will take care of that. That's not sponsoring me. They have a major sponsor and I'm gonna let him do that. You know who you are. Hoo-ah. But rubbery tires. When that doesn't roll, hold on. Just squeeze in right here a bit to get that free. So now it rolls. Oh yeah, here he is next to a transformed robot. Just let you see how tall transformed the robot is over a non-transformed. Looks nice. Here's what it looks like on the bottom again. Here's what it looks like next to a masterpiece car. Fits right in. Will I be transforming to make toys? No. I said comparison by TM Reviews already up. No need of me even doing it. You can even friggin' Google if you don't want to go there. Comparison for Fans Toys, Jive and car mode. Does it fit in MP44's trailer? Yes. Very, very smoothly. can it do in this vehicle mode besides look like a car? You can actually attach his accessories, like his speakers right there. There's that. And these two guns right here can connect to each other. You still have access to that. That can port on, and yay, now he has all the weapons. You can blast music while shooting people. Isn't that awesome? It's awesome. I love this thing. I definitely like the car. The car feels solid. It looks good. Mine probably looks better than yours because I got an Autobot logo and you don't. And I don't have a stupid Tester 31 or whatever he was sticker on here anymore. I will be honest, since most of this surface is painted and you have stuff like this right here, I almost wanted to be a weirdo and have on white gloves messing with this, because you have to do a lot of fine-tune pushing things in, and I'm always worried that I'm going to scrape this paint right here. Now I saw that somebody scraped this paint down there, but for the life of me, I don't even know how that happened. I think I did mention, if I didn't mention it, on the inside of his leg, like, and let's imagine that this is Jazz. Like right here, some of the black paint was off. So I went over it with a Sharpie. I can't remember whether it was like that when I opened it or after I transformed it. I don't know. Just watch out for that paint. That's the only paint that I have issues with. And I've seen on the Fans Toys videos they had messy paint right here, which might not be avoidable, to be honest, if you want to be transforming this thing. This is my third time making this guy a car, so yeah. Like I said, I like the vehicle mode and the robot mode. Transformation, not fun, to be honest. After this video, I'm probably, unless I do a transformation video, which I doubt, I'm probably not going to transform the thing again. I like the accessories and whatnot that it comes with. They all look beautiful. This paint is beautiful. The only thing that could give me pause is the price, but prices are going up on everything. I don't know what anything is worth and should be worth. Like normally this would be like $100 maximum, but now they're charging in the US $160. I believe it comes with more, I feel like it comes with more accessories than he does. So when you compare it like that, it's almost like you're getting a bargain or a deal. And it does come with good accessories. So long story short, I'm satisfied. I like it. Anywho, thank you for watching this video. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should.